Well, grade zeros, they're fine. Most decks will probably play them. Like not like most decks don't have like a plethora of don't have like three grade threes they even want to play in the deck to begin with. Uh, Having extra ways to guard and not die is also pretty nice. Like just look at like Fish is like the prime example of a deck that's absolutely going to play the grade zero heal even if it's not on name. Like you're like begrudgingly playing right as a finisher or whatever you're playing the finisher slot as in this last slot. So it's like an extra way to not die is always a good thing. Nemuel also is generic in the crit and the bounce and the floating skill. So you technically could clone your heal. You just need to find a way to bounce said heal trigger through your hand. So it's like yeah, Fish will definitely play it just because they didn't really want to play something in this slot anyways. Likewise with something like brawlers were also like playing like random shit in their last grade three slot. So it's like yeah, they're just gonna play the heal here instead because this deck's entire game plan is just ride Knuckle Slasher or Knuckle Buster and just keep jamming the other knuckles in the soul to keep punching the board. So this deck like those stuff we played. Yeah, the only decks that might not play are stuff like Royals might not play in the favor of Gancelot. Uh, Keyword is might. They might still cut Gancelot for it. I definitely see where they do that. It definitely does come down to stuff like testing and stuff. I think golds are absolutely not cutting Zenith. I think Zenith is too integral to their game to the deck's game plan for you to want to cut it for a shield. Yeah, it'd be nice for them to have it, but I think Zenith is more important for the game plan to just like if you have me rip the heal off the top along with other triggers and stuff. I think having the Zenith in deck is just a little more for the deck's game plan. Yeah, obviously the upsides of playing the green zeros is that you can use them to guard later on in the game, so with extra defensive mechanics. I won't say complete, but it does screw over cards like Tom, or more specifically only Tom, because the other ones are like Vanguard, like guard restricts and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely just like a good precaution against Tom. Not that Tom was that common to begin with, but it was something to note. Tom got pretty fucked here. Um, yeah, extra card to guard with blocks Tom. But obviously, there are downsides to it. Uh, not playing grade zero means you have one less ride in your deck. Not that that should matter that much unless you're playing something that's like unless you're playing a deck that specifically just has like 12 ride targets in it, and you didn't really care which one you rode. Playing four less obviously reduces the amount of rides you have in your deck, so there's that. They are also bricks in your hand early in the game, just like how PGs are. Just like how PGs are bricks in your hand early in the game, uh, they are bricks in your heals are also bricks in your hand early. You can't even call them down like you can at 3-3 because they're just like what, like 5k boosters. Oh yeah, I guess that's another upside is that they're boosters. Plans like Kagura will appreciate just having an extra booster in their deck a lot of the time, so that's nice. Yeah, also that it's not strat fodder because by the time we get these zeros, we will be in G, so you will need your strat fodders and stuff. Grade zeros are not strat fodder, so there's that less strat fodder. Uh, Bricks in your hand, obviously, early in the game, and yeah, it's mainly that. Bricks in your hand early in the game, they're not strat fodders, and it takes away your ability to just call a card swing with it, I guess. But, yeah, I do think most decks will gravitate towards playing grade zero heals just because having an extra defensive mechanic or extra boosters is probably more valuable than just having an extra like utility grade three that you were like begrudgingly playing just because you didn't have any other choices. So yeah, just quick thoughts, not a whole lot else to give. This is all speculation after all. We don't have a chance to test with this stuff yet, so I'll probably have a more solidified opinion once we actually get it. But for the most part, I can definitely see most decks swapping to grade zero heals. Some decks like Golds and Royals would probably think about it. Royals will think about it. Golds probably won't go to it. But yeah, definitely nice that we have guarding in the game now. I use guarding very loosely, but we have guarding in the game now. So yeah, it's cool change. I'm not particularly opposed to it, nor am I particularly excited for it. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just my initial thoughts. Yeah.